Hey everyone, I have just got my hands on the Magic Keyboard and I've been using it for about a week. Before I delve into what I like and don't like about this keyboard, let's check out what's in the box. So in the box is just the keyboard itself with the info pamphlet on the device. There's no charging cable or anything else provided in the box. I would say this is the most fast unboxing that I've ever done because it only has the keyboard in it. My first thought when I held it in my hand was it's pretty heavy, but it also feels rock solid. Taking a closer look at it, the keyboard has a slot to charge the iPad Pro while it's being connected to the keyboard, and its sole responsibility is charging only. Okay, enough talk about the look of the keyboard, let's talk about what I like about this device. My favorite is definitely the scissor switch mechanism on this keyboard. It's truly magical when I type on it. I feel like I'm using the old MacBook's keyboard. Compared to my Smart Folio keyboard, I do love these keystrokes a lot better. I do agree with some reviewers who mentioned that there's no function keys, such as reducing the volume and so on, like the ones available on my Logitech keyboard. I have moved my fingers to the top row keyboard to reduce the volume many times, only to realize that the keys are not available. Other than that, awesome typing experience. Okay, this one, to tell the truth, the trackpad is not entirely necessary for the iPad since we can straight away click on the screen. However, the smart finger gestures is really helpful and easy to navigate around without the need to lift my fingers or hand towards the screen. Besides, the trackpad also reduces the smudges on my screen, which reconfirms my decision to not applying screen protector for my iPad screen. This feature is not entirely important to me because I type in bright light mostly. But this week, for some reason, I was typing with the lights off because I don't want to wake my daughter from sleeping. Then I realized, wow, the backlight is useful. Okay, earlier I did mention that it feels heavy compared to my Smart Folio keyboard, but I still think this is a positive thing because it gives a great balance when I actually put the iPad Pro on my lap and type. Unlike the Smart Folio keyboard, which tends to fall off backward when I put it on my lap. I have to sit in an odd position and be stiff to ensure that the Smart Folio keyboard doesn't fall off, but with the Magic Keyboard, I don't really have to worry about that. And the viewing angle is so freaking awesome, especially if you place it on the table. You have so many angle options, but with limitations of course. Still, the options that I have is so much more than my Smart Folio keyboard, which offers only 2 angles. This viewing angle is so useful during Zoom calls or team calls because I can adjust the angles of the screen for better view. With this keyboard, I have medium shot, which is my head with my body, unlike the Smart Folio keyboard, which tends to have only the head shot. And I have to ensure that my seat is high enough to have a view of head and body in it. But with the Magic Keyboard, I don't have to worry about that. Next, let's move to the things that I dislike about this keyboard. Okay, the first thing that comes in my mind is definitely the price. I mean, for its price, I really can't justify the price for this Magic Keyboard. But then again, since this is the only keyboard which offers multi-angle look and floating-like view, so I guess that justifies it because it is one and only device that provides such feature. Okay, the weight thing comes on the negative thing also because this device gives the weight of a laptop when combined with the iPad Pro. Yes, many of you might be thinking might as well get the MacBook Air because it weighs the same and price almost the same too. But MacBook Air is a powerful device. While I do agree, we need to remember that iPad Pro is like a book. You open and you write or type immediately. Meanwhile, with the MacBook, you have to wait for it to be awake, you can't write on it, and the battery would not last as long as the iPad. Trust me, I've been there where the laptop has died on me while I'm attending the most important meeting of all. Besides, with the laptop, because the battery won't last long, you have to bring in your charger almost all the time. The charger itself is kind of heavy, but with the iPad Pro, the battery lasts long, and even if you want to bring the charger, it doesn't weigh as much as the MacBook's charger. Okay, I just realized that I'm actually moving towards giving a positive thing for the weight of this keyboard, but if you get used to it, I think the weight will not be a problem. Writing is going to be cumbersome because I have to take out the device and place it on the keyboard and start writing or put it in a weird position and start writing. The latter way is going to invite a lot of awkward staring from my colleagues in the meeting room. Obviously, I don't want to be the cause of distraction during the meeting, so I will pick the first option to be safe. However, if I'm alone in my room and I have certain things that I have to write, then I will opt for the second option. If you are thinking about taking the device on and off from the keyboard, I think it would be a good idea to apply decal or skin on the device so that at least it would have some sort of protection on the surface of the iPad Pro from getting all those scratches. So, final wording. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure whether I'm satisfied with this purchase. For its price, I had half the mind to just cancel the order, but I like the scissor mechanism keyboard so much, hence the reason why I decided to go ahead and indulge. Currently, I have love and hate relationship with the Magic Keyboard. I guess I have to spend more time with it in order to determine whether it's really love or hate feeling that I'm having with the Magic Keyboard. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button and do subscribe if you would like to be notified on my future videos. Currently, I upload every weekend, so see you next week. Have a productive day. Bye!